If you've been following me on Instagram, or you've seen me on the segments of Fox 2 Detroit or even The Breakfast Club, you probably know me as the weight loss nurse. You see the before and after photos. You see the thousands of pounds my clients have lost. You see the success. But what you don't always see is the why. You don't see the years I spent in the hospital before House of Contour even existed. You don't see the heartbreak that pushed me to create this space. My name is Stormie Anderson. I am a registered nurse, an author, and the founder of House of Contour Med Spa right here in Detroit. Over the last 16 years, I have the privilege of helping over 2,500 people lose a combined total of more than 30,000 pounds. But I didn't start my career in aesthetics or weight loss. I started my career in the trenches of the traditional medicine. And today, for the very first time on this channel, I want to sit down and tell you exactly why I walked away from the traditional hospital system to become Detroit's weight loss nurse. Because my story is the foundation of everything we do here. And if you are struggling with your weight right now, if you feel unseen by your doctors, if you feel like you are failing, I need you to hear this story because I built this space for you. Let's go back a few years. I was working as a nurse in a busy hospital setting. Day in and day out. I was taking care of patients who were incredibly sick. I was managing their diabetes, their hypertension, their heart disease, their joint pain. I would walk into a patient's room, look at their chart, and see a list of 5, 6, or sometimes 10 different prescription medications. They were taken to lower their blood pressure, another pill to manage the side effects of the blood pressure, insulin for their diabetes, and pain medication for their knees or back. And almost every single time, the root cause of all this cascading health issues was the same: obesity. I was standing at the bedside, handing out these medications, and I realized something that completely broke my heart. We weren't healing these patients. We were just managing their sickness. We were putting extensive Band-Aids on a problem that was slowly killing them. The doctors will come in, spend 5 minutes with the patient, and say the same generic phrase: you need to lose weight, eat less, move more, and they will walk out. I watch my patients, especially the women, especially the Black women in my community, internalize the 5-minute conversation. I watched them absorb the shame. They would look at me with tears in their eyes, feeling like they were broken, feeling like they lacked willpower. They would go home with another crash diet, fail because their biology was working against them, and end up right back in a hospital bed a year later, sicker than before. I couldn't do it anymore. I could not be a part of a system that blamed patients for a medical condition without giving them the medical tools to fix it. Obesity is not a character flaw. It is a complex, chronic metabolic disease. Telling someone with severe insulin resistance to just eat less is like telling someone with asthma to just breathe better. It is medically negligent. I knew there had to be a better way. I knew that if I could intervene before they ended up in the hospital bed, if I could give them real medical grade tools and genuine compassionate support, I could actually save their lives. Not just manage their sickness, but actually give them their lives back. So I took a massive leap of faith. I left the hospital. I poured my 16 years of clinical experience, my passion for holistic health, and my deep love for my community into creating House of Contour Med Spa. I wanted to build a sanctuary, a place where you were not just a chart number, a place where you are not rushed out of the door in 5 minutes, a place where we actually listen to you. When you walk into House of Contour today, you are stepping into the exact opposite of that hospital room. We don't guess, we test. We look at your unique biology. Are you struggling because of a hormonal imbalance? Are you struggling because of chronic stress and high cortisol? Are you struggling because your metabolism has been destroyed by years of yo-yo dieting? We find the root cause and then we deploy the right tools. Sometimes the tools is a medically weight loss injection like semaglutide or tirzepatide, which we manage with strict medical oversight to ensure your safety. Sometimes the tools is Stormie weight loss supplement line. I actually formulated these supplements myself because I saw a gap in the market. I needed a natural medical grade option for my patients who couldn't or didn't want to take injections, but who still needed powerful metabolic support. But the tools are only half of the equation. The other half, the half that I believe truly sets us apart, is the community. I remember a specific patient from my early days at the clinic. This client was 28 years old. He was on a ventilator because he had a stroke. Mind y'all, he was 28. He was on a ventilator, which is a breathing machine, because he had a stroke due to being overweight, due to having obesity, due to having diabetes. His kidneys were failing at 28, all from one problem, obesity. This client lost his life at 28 due to him being overweight, and I personally feel like the system had failed him. Now, we all talk about GLP medications, but none of these medications was offered to him. GLP medications has been out since the early 2000s, which means these medications has been out for 25, 26 years. And at 28 years old, he was not even offered a weight loss option to help him lose weight, to help him combat that diabetes, that kidney issue related to that diabetes. And he lost his life. His mother, because I was the only brown nurse in the ICU, came to me and asked if she should take her baby off life support. And I had no answer for her at that moment, because as a mother, I could never tell another mother to take their baby off life support. That's when I knew that I had to change what I stood for in the healthcare field. This is why I do this. That moment of realization, when the shame lifts and the hope returns, that is worth more than anything I ever experienced in the hospital. At House of Contour, we don't just hand you a prescription and say good luck. We hold your hand. We have weekly check-ins. We have a private sisterhood of over 2,500 women who are walking the exact same path you are. We have boot camps where we sweat together, laugh together, and sometimes cry together. We heal the whole person, because you can't hate yourself into a body you love. You have to heal the mind, the spirit, and the biology of all at the same time. If you are watching this right now and you feel like you have tried everything, if you feel like the medical system has failed you, if you are exhausted from carrying the physical and emotional weight, I want you to know that I see you. I see how hard you are trying. I know that you're not lazy. I know that you are fighting a biological battle that you are never given the proper weapons for. I became Detroit's weight loss nurse so that you would never have to fight this battle alone again. You don't have to accept that this is just how it is. You don't have to wait until the end. You don't have to wait till you end up in a hospital bed to take your health seriously. The best version of you, the energetic, confident, vibrant version of you is still in there. And we know exactly how to bring her out. I am inviting you to step out of the cycle of shame and step into a space of medical empowerment. Click the link in the description below. Book a complimentary consultation call with my team. It costs you absolutely nothing to have a conversation. Let us hear your story. Let us show you what a real personalized medical weight loss strategy looks like. My name is Stormie Anderson. I am a nurse. I am your advocate, and I am ready to help you change your life. Click the link below and let's get to work. I'll see you in the clinic.